and say good morning for the next 5 minutes here. I decided to start early today. All right, so I'm opening up this game I got because I thought if it gets boring, we could play a game. I bought it and actually I should look it up and see how much it's worth before I decide to keep it. That's one thing when you buy used games is you can use them and then get rid of them, sell them. It's called Thunderdome. I'll be showing this again as people come in. So it'll be a few minutes. People start to roll in when they get the notification. All right, paper. So maybe we won't be able to play this because you're going to need paper. Over here. Actually, I'm going to test my thing, make sure I don't sound like a chipmunk. Okay, I don't. So I think I'm going to stop thinking that I sound like a chipmunk from now on. Mystery envelope prize. I don't know. Maybe I should have opened this before I realized I was going to play it. Because maybe it's not something that we can use. I don't know. All right, who do we have in here? Oh, it says 5 are watching. I just looked and there was only 1. So now we got 5 of you. Heidi and Zen were in earlier. I think one of them was watching, which I think may have been just me. So maybe they both left. Okay, let's see. Runs of out breath. Runs of out breath. That makes no sense. Why were 2 kids fighting at the prom? Okay, so I guess it's supposed to be puns, but they're more I don't know. I don't know what they are. I haven't read the things. So those who joined, I have this new game, and I thought maybe we could play it today if we got bored. See, called Thunderdome. It says puns of fun, pun nominal, and for pun lovers, a card game based on the renowned live game show. I've never even heard of it. It was 99 cents. I was going to put it on eBay, and I thought, hey, since it's a used game I might as well open it and see what I can do with it. When I stub my toe, I yell, ow. That makes no sense. I don't understand. I don't know if I understand the game enough to play it. See working. Nobody's saying hi. What's up? What's up, everybody? Nobody wants to say hi? Let me know you're here. I thought maybe I heard my husband coming down because I said, come on down and see my office. You won't believe the amount of work I've put into this. So I have been in here all day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I've been here today, but I haven't done much. I actually just cleaned. I don't know. Let me look here. So see my desk right here? I cleaned that. I need to see if my husband needs those. I cleaned all this. And I put this together right here. I bought that at where'd I get that? Michael's, I think. I don't know. It was on clearance for $7. And I put my notebooks in it, my dental flossers. Because what do you need to put on your desk? Let me show you. These are must-haves on a desk, right? You need to have a notebook. So I got 2 notebooks. This notebook, I don't know if I've ever completely finished a notebook. These are all the pages I have left. These are all the pages I've actually written on. Can you believe that? I can't believe it. I love notebooks. So I don't last usually very long on one because I can't wait to start another one. You need dental flossers, right? I mean, that's very important. And here's my receipts. These are sitting here so I can use them to bring upstairs to put with my other paperwork. And if you're like me, you need pens in a variety of colors because it matters. There's other colors, but they fell down. This didn't have a cup holder. If I need to get something to put inside this, maybe I'll put it in this side because See, this side is like really big. So you need to have like snacks. I got some wild cherry drops. And then you need to have dinner. So if you're hungry, there's some wild turkey. I mean, a turkey dinner. For anybody who was around when I ate that last week, still got a big ass bag. I should do more of that. Okay, so that was that, which is nice. I like organization. I have another one over here, but I can't move it. You can see. I got another one over here, but it's full of like other stuff. And then I organized. I pointed this out before. I got this right here at Michael's, and I think it was like 40% off. And I got all my poly bags in there, and then I just down below I put extra tape and and I don't know stuff. But I'm really excited to see my new name. Ready for vacation, Tamra. That is me. I am ready for vacation. Hey, we got people in here and they're chatting. What? What's up? Hey, bearded picker, you must have some candy corn. Oh yeah, that turkey dinner. If y'all haven't seen, the bearded did a candy corn thing with Harlan. You should go check that out on his channel. Um, yeah, that stuff was nasty. You actually like the sweet potato pie? Not like the sweet potato pie. I actually was watching my reaction over the weekend. I put it on just to watch while I was cleaning and packing and stuff like that. And oh my gosh, no, I did not like it. Michelle, and the thing is, you didn't know which one was which. You had to guess. Ugh, they were nasty. Hey, Michelle, happy Labor Day. I know, working on a day off, right? The life of a reseller. Hey, Zan, I said hi to you earlier, but I think you came in and disappeared on me. I'm here. Going to pack a sold on something on Amazon. So I have shut off all of my stores except for, well, eBay, I extended my handling for 15 days. And my FBM, I just decided to keep on until I'm done this. And then I will go ahead and turn that off. And I sold a $191 like Wi-Fi system, which I'm excited about. I like that. I like big sales. Let's see. How long are you going to be in Arkansas again? So our plan is to leave here tomorrow, take to Arkansas, and then we'll be there on Friday. We're hoping to hit the trails Friday. Now, if for some reason we get there earlier, we might hit the trails on Thursday, but that would be 12-hour or 10-hour driving days, not counting like my restroom stops that I need. And of course, I make my husband stop to feed me every now and then because he could just keep going. And yeah, so we're figuring there'll probably be like 12-hour days. And I don't really want to do 12 hours, but I'd like to meet a friend. I might meet her on Friday. I don't know. We have such a tight schedule. So we're going to go 3 days driving down to Arkansas. We'll be in Arkansas for one day, which is Friday. So we'll get there Thursday night, hit the trails on Friday. And then Saturday, we'll be driving to Missouri. And then Sunday, we'll be hitting the trails in Missouri. And then Monday, we'll be driving to Indiana. And then Tuesday, we'll be hitting the trails in Indiana. And then Wednesday and Thursday, driving home. So it's going to be busy. And yeah, my friend is in Oklahoma, and she's like, we've got him. And I said, I would love to meet up, but you got to come to me because I cannot take 2.5 hours in one direction to meet up with you and then 2.5 hours to get back on track. Because I think it's like a 7-hour drive from Arkansas to Missouri where we're going to be. So hello, Chris, by the way. Hey, Donna. Let's see who else is in here. Oh, we got somebody else. Kids dealing more. Sorry, I don't remember names. I'm not good at writing stuff down. I started doing that, but I don't know what it is. We bring sandwiches when we head up to Arkansas. You bring sandwiches. Oh, so you don't have to stop. Yeah, we'll have to stop. We're gonna end up hitting up a store probably like Thursday night. We'll stop and pick up something for when we get on the trails because there's no drive-through in the middle of the forest. 2 days driving home. Laugh out loud. Definitely not road warrior status. This is a vacation. We're going to take our time. I love road trips. Like I love looking at the landscape and murals that people paint on the side, all that kind of stuff. Now I am a little worried because we got to drive through like some areas that, so I'm worried about getting sick because of the virus going around. And I know that I was looking up the numbers, like Arkansas and Missouri, where we're going to be, the numbers are like way out of control compared to like we're in northern New York, the numbers are extremely low. Although I think I think we might be at our highest right now with 28 in the county that have it. But I mean, we're going to like Hot Springs, Arkansas, where 1,500 people have it right now. So I mean, I'm a little worried about that. We'll have to quarantine when we get back, so the government says. And so I'm worried about that. And what was the other thing I was going to say I was worried about? Hmm. Oh, got to make sure that we're not going to drive through like Rochester or something and have to worry about that. Although my husband is bringing protection because he is wants to do that to make sure that we are all set. So we will at least have protection if needed. Have fun going through the tunnel in Arkansas. Is there a tunnel? Oh my gosh, I'm excited. I love that. And why do I take out my phone and like videotape when I go through like in California and in Pennsylvania? Trying to think of driven through like through a mountain and I videotape it and then I'm like, why? What do I do with it? I got so many pictures and footage that we don't do anything. Uh, play an extra, play an extra day, drive it home in a day. I don't know. That's a long drive. And my husband already said, like, because I don't like to drive his Jeep. It's so uncomfortable. I just don't like to drive it. I mean, it's got big tires. It's got, I think, 37s. I mean, plus the lift kit. It just is not comfortable driving it. So he did say, he's like, hey, if my back starts to hurt or I get really tired, are you going to drive? He goes, otherwise it's going to take us longer. I said, well, if you decide you're tired or your back hurts, then I guess we're going to be skipping Missouri because we're not going to have time to hit it. The challenge is, so we're going to these places to get these like Jeep badges. And the challenge is they're only open on certain days. Like Arkansas is only open Thursday, and Missouri is only open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But Indiana is open all the time. So we were going to come down and hit Indiana, Missouri, Arkansas, and Alabama. But then it really came down to time. And my FBM business is the majority of my sales right now on Amazon. And I cannot turn my store off for like 3 weeks. So I said, no, 10 days, 11, maybe 11. That's it. Plus, we got to find somebody to watch our cats. And I didn't really want to take them from their house for that long. So I've been to Arkansas 2 or 3 times since this started. You'll be fine. Yeah, you know what? Who was it that was telling me? I can't remember. Somebody was like, "Oh, you better be careful. You're going to get the virus." And I'm like, "Listen, we're spending our time in it." Oh, I think it was my mother. I said, "We spend our time in the Jeep, and we might be with other Jeepers, but we're all in our Jeep. So, I mean, we're definitely more than 6 feet apart. We're whole vehicles apart. The only time that we even get really close to somebody is checking into our and um pretty much if we get stuck and somebody's got to help us get like winched out and stuff, then sometimes you get close. But even then, it's so easy to stay the 6 feet apart. So I'm not really worried about it. These are double carry times: personal carry, vehicle carry. Yeah, we will be covered. I'm a little nervous because my husband he doesn't control himself very much when he's around morons. So after we try and avoid the morons. Hey, good morning, Diane. I don't think I missed anybody else that may have come in. So what's everybody doing on this day off, right? been packaging up all my orders. My post office isn't open in the morning, so I gotta go to a different post office to drop my stuff off. Otherwise, I gotta wait till 9:30 when mine opens before I can go, and I want to leave before then. So, so that's what I'm doing. It's pretty much it. You wouldn't believe. So I took over 600 photos. I completely cleared my phone of all photos except for a couple personal photos I wanted. Put them onto my external hard drive because my phone was getting pretty full. Because I'll be taking a lot of photos and videos. Trying to decide if we want to bring the GoPro. But I took over 600 pictures, 616 pictures. So while he's driving, if I'm bored, I can list some items. So even though my eBay is on vacation, I'll see and buy. It's just I got it on a 15-day because it goes from 10 to 15, and I can't ship within 10. But tomorrow, well, probably I'm going to bring my laptop, and I think at one point I'll switch from the 15 down to the 10. So as time goes on, I'll sit there and keep changing my handling time until I get back down to my 2 days. Now it's a day off. I know. I like work all the time. My did housework this morning, getting ready to list after lunch. And he goes, "You work all the time," and I do. I'm like constantly working, but I like the flexibility that it gives me that I can stop working when I want, and I can take 10 days and go driving around. And if I wanted to do 3 weeks, I could do 3 weeks. Like I don't have to be here. Like, and I don't have to ask anybody permission. That's the best thing. Like I don't have to ask my boss, can I have 3 weeks off? Can I have 10 days off? And have them say no. The only thing is, thankfully, there is called for jury duty soon. But I don't think our court system's opened back up. So that is really good. I got out of it twice this year. Well, I got out of it last year during quarter 4, and then I got out of it, I think maybe it was in beginning of March. I got out of it. No, it must have been February because I had to bring my mom to the doctors. So I got out of it because of that. And then I got a letter saying, "Hey, we know that you were supposed to be due. I think it was in April, but it's courts are closed, and as soon as we open back up, so I'm hoping they don't open back up until January. That way I don't have to worry about it." So yeah, so I got this game and I was gonna play it today, Thunderdome, but I don't think I get it. So I can read some of them. Maybe they'll make you guys chuckle. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I need to get I don't know. All right, so the topic is board games. Has anybody ever? It says, which nut hates money the most? Oh, this is good because we're talking about money. Which nut hates money the most? Want to see the question? Can't see the answer though. Anybody have a guess? Nobody's guessing. It is a cashew. I don't understand this game. I don't know how you make it into a game. What's the most supportive vegetable? What vegetable? A broccoli. I don't know. These are like dad jokes. So I don't know if they're that funny. Oh, this one's about the Beatles. What did Austin Powers say to the bumblebees? I guess it's not the Beatles, as in like the music Beatles. So what did Austin Powers say to the bumblebees? Stupid. Oh, beehive. That's dumb. All right, this isn't very stupid. These are like so stupid that they make you laugh just because they're stupid type of things. All right, I'll put these away. Nobody's guessing. Y'all probably aren't even laughing. So in reselling news, right? We are a reselling channel. Need to get a constant co-host on my channel. So don't forget to use your eBay coupon for supplies. It's the end of the quarter, so not yet. Use that. Warning: if you order these, hold on. If you order these are the old ones, but the new ones you can see through them. So when you like you can't see through mine, but the new ones you can see right through them. I've heard a lot of complaints about them. One of my friends ordered some, Joe, and he reached out to the company and they pretty much were like, oh, just return them and we'll give you a refund. But he said, I can't use them. I need them and I don't have time to return them and deal with it. So he kept them, but he's like, don't order them again. And how many of you got that $25 coupon from eBay for being a loyal or whatever for them to show their appreciation that you've been around and been shopping with them and selling on the platform for however long you've been doing it. I can tell you I did not get a coupon. Know what I got from them? A big fat zero. Shape me as an eBay seller and buyer. Which, speaking of buyer, I bought what did I buy the other day? Oh, I bought a Christmas stocking. So I wanted to get a cardinal on a Christmas stocking, and I wanted to get one last year just to hang for my father who passed. No coupon. eBay sucks. Opened my account in 2000. I opened my account in 1998. 1998. And they didn't give me anything. I think there's 3. So Harry Temkin and Jordan Sweetman and Marnie are all on it. And it was a big topic of conversation on that. And I said, I am butthurt over it. Like, it bothered me when I first heard because a lot of my friends got it. And then I was just like, okay, whatever. She's like, it's like everything with eBay, they just pick and choose who gets something. And then I was just like, you know what? I'm really kind of ticked off over it. I've been selling on that platform and they couldn't even think about giving me something. And honestly, I've heard there's also an email that says like, this is the first thing you sold. This is the first thing you bought. This is like all these different like stats. And I want that. Like, I want the stats. I would really like to know what I first sold because I used to take one of those disposable cameras and I would take pictures and I would run to Costco for the 1 hour developing and I'd pay for the 1 hour to get that. And then I would run back home and I had this old scanner and I would scan the photo and I would use that as my photo. So I'm really curious. And I remember I was this little kid's, like probably a 3 megapixel camera and I took pictures, but yeah. So I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't get something. So I have concierge service called them, supposedly coming out in waves, said to wait that we would get it. I'm hoping eBay for Business said that it was just a promotion that went to some people. Of course, I think they kind of guess and pull answers out of their rear end. I don't think they always know. They just say whatever. So yeah, get that. But I just, like I said, I really want that email. I would just be curious. I'm sure it was probably something kids related, probably selling the kids things. What else? Mercari is up in their fees. So if you are a Mercari seller, right now it's flat 10%, but they're raising it to, I think, the 2.9% in processing. So it'll be a 12.9% fee. And what else is there going on? I think that's all I can think of in reselling news. Flipping Frozen. Make sure Diane, she wants to know if you've gone over to the Thrifty Shopper in New Hartford lately. I like Thrifty Shopper. I've hit one up in, I think it's Cicero, and there's one in Watertown. I got the extra coupon back in July. Back in July? Wow. Oh, I got the extra coupon. Oh, I got an extra coupon for like shipping supplies. This is a $25 off, a $25.01 coupon that you can use off anything. Some supplies. I don't know what I need though. Oh yeah, so I was starting to tell you I bought this Christmas stocking, and the person said they shipped it, and I was supposed to get it last Wednesday, but there's no tracking number. And so today I said, all right, I'm just going to say I haven't gotten it yet because I sent them a message last Thursday letting them know I was going to be heading out of town and if they could let me know approximately when I should probably expect it because I have to let somebody know who's going to be getting my mail. And I didn't hear from them. So I went ahead and saying I haven't gotten it. And they're no longer a registered user. They have over 3,000 feedback and they're no longer a registered user. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that. I hope something didn't happen to them. But now I have to wait till the 12th before eBay's given the sellers until the 12th to respond to my money back. Well, shouldn't they see that the person's no longer around and just automatically giving me my money back? Makes no sense. I have ordered, I'm thinking of like personal items. I bet you half of them have had to get canceled and give me a refund because the people didn't ship their items. I was ordering a Amazon Fire Stick for my mother-in-law for Mother's Day, and I ordered 3 times from 3 different sellers. All 3 of them I had to claim because I never got them. And finally I bought, is it the Roku, I think it is called? I got her a Roku. It was on clearance at Walmart. So I got her that instead. I don't really have a lot to talk about today except for my trip, which I'm excited about. Anybody want to jump on and chat with me in the thing? I can share the link if you want to come on. How many of you are working? Let me see, invite. I'll put the link down below in case somebody wants to jump on. I really thought I was going to be able to play that game, but it's really stupid. It's not even a game. It's just jokes. But I hadn't opened it. So, but I wish I could show you. All right, let me see if I can. Let me move aside. Right, can you see? Oh, you can't see. You can't see because that's in the way. But behind it, I have totes upon totes. So I took all of my Amazon returns. That's what I did on Friday. My mother was stopped by, and I said, today I'm working on all these boxes of Amazon that since July that they've sent back stuff. And I said, I need to open them all up and see what's there because I bought some labels and they were somewhere in that pile were labels I actually needed. And they got, and so I said, these are all items that weren't selling. I pulled them back to help my inventory score, which by the way, did not move really at all. So that was kind of a waste, but I guess I got that stuff back anyhow. And I ended up opening that stuff up and I learned a lesson. So I should have, instead of deleting the listing, because my plan was to get it back and then just FBM it and cross post it to eBay. Because I figured if they were oh, there you are. I'm like, oh, that took a second for you to pop up. All right, so I'm telling a story. So my plan was to get all this stuff back from Amazon and then cross post it because if it hasn't sold on Amazon in the last like 9 months to a year, then I'm not really worried about it selling quickly on both platforms. Well, I deleted all my listings off of Amazon, and then I had on Inventory Lab, you can't scan the FNSKU to have it pull up the listing if you're doing merchant fulfilled, if you have that set up. So I had to have 2 shipments in Inventory Lab. One was an FBA to scan because you can scan your sticker for those who have no idea what I'm talking about. Let me show you. Oh, so like this. So this sticker right here that you put on when you send stuff to Amazon. So even when you delete something out of Amazon, it's still an inventory lab. So if I decided to send this water bottle back into Amazon, I could scan this and it would automatically pull it back in and I could send it in. So that makes it nice that you can go ahead and delete stuff out of Amazon. And then if you come across things again, you can easily just use the same SKU. Well, again, if you're doing a merchant fulfilled batch, you can't do that. It won't read that. So I had to read this because I don't have the UPC there anymore because I blocked it. So instead I would scan this, go to the Amazon page, grab the ASIN, go back to the FBM batch and paste in the ASIN. It was so time consuming. That's what I did all weekend long. I bet you I put in, oh gosh, I bet you I have probably close to 200. Let me see how many merchant fulfilled items I have. I bet you those 200 products. A lot. So what's up with you, Donna? Sorry about that. Talking in
Oh,
the
that's
middle
okay.
of you coming in.
Doing a lot of not relisting but sell similars. I started this on Saturday and I'm still trying to finish because I ended 59 of them, and Saturday I just did not feel like doing anything, so not a whole lot got done. So I'm trying to catch up today. Plus, I'm going to be taking photos. I don't know if you saw my unboxing I did for the ThreadUp box that I unboxed.
I did. You know what I did? I watched the whole season of The Mandalorian. I have watched, which is really good, by the way. Now I'm in love with that little baby Yoda character. But that's because so when I'm doing most of this stuff, I'm sitting over there. So I was putting on something that would last a long time. And that lasted like, 8 hours or whatever, because it would
Oh,
just
wow.
go from one to another. I tried to do YouTube, but then I had to keep getting up to come over and like put on whatever would be next. And I was
Oh,
like, okay, I'm just going to put on something long. And I think I watched a movie. Oh, I watched a documentary on Madonna. And then I watched um, Bob Woodward did some documentary with him and his son traveled to all these different countries. I watched that. So yeah, I've been watching like regular TV instead. So I didn't catch that. So you ordered like one of those boxes from ThreadUp.
yeah, it's a rescue box. And I was on there for something else. I wanted to get a box of jewelry, and they were all out of jewelry. So I noticed that the denim box was available. So I clicked on it to see what was available because they have two sizes. They got a one that is 15 pounds and the other one is 30 pounds. And they only had the 15-pound one. So I snagged that. That was $24. And with $5 shipping, $30 is not bad for a box of clothes that you can,
Yeah, that's not bad.
post up and sell. And the first pair of jeans that I pulled out is totally almost cut open on, from the thighs down, and the knees are there, and then all the way down to the bottom. It's like, is there any jeans left to this?
Oh my gosh. I saw I watched Love Island at night, and I was watching Love Island, and there was a girl on there where the whole front of her jean was just like one tiny strap of jean and then bare naked leg, one tiny
Yeah.
strap and then leg. I think there was only like three, maybe this thick of jean material in three spots. Everything else was bare. And I thought,
Yeah,
why even bother wearing jeans? Like, why
I
don't
know.
you just go in your underwear? Sure, the guys would have been more happy with that, but
Yeah.
yeah, I was
And then,
surprised.
and then towards the end, I put my hand in one of the pockets there, and I pulled out $1.
Oh my gosh, I never find good stuff. I find like
That's the
dirty
first time I ever
Kleenexes.
found money in clothes. It's like, oh, cool.
I have heard of finding money. I find it in my own clothes. I actually went into my dresser the other day. I was cleaning off my dresser because it's been accumulating all this random RA stuff that I decided to keep for myself. And I was cleaning it off the other day, and I opened up this like little thing I have, this little girl on my dresser that used to be my mom's. I lifted it up, and because I was dusting her, and I found like $100 bill and a bunch of 20s in it.
Wow.
And I'm like, where did this come? Obviously, it was one time I went to the casino and I won, and sometimes I just kind of stick money when I win like that in random places for me to be surprised.
Well, now I have I finished up the
Hi,
editing
Maggie.
for a another unboxing that I'm gonna post probably around 3 or 4 today. It's for I got a jewelry lot from Mercari, so I'm gonna be posting that.
Well, if you're looking for clothes, Adventures in Reselling, Victoria is going to be putting up some lots of clothes on eBay because she's getting out of doing auctions and stuff. And she made the announcement today on her channel. So I don't know if you're looking for any clothes, but she's just going to be clearing some out. I told her to go on Casey Paris, Rockstar Flipper has a liquidation
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
that he runs. So I did mention that to her because I have some stuff on there. I sold a couple like right off when I first listed, and the other stuff, which was mostly winter things, and we were going into spring, they've just been sitting there. And I know he asked me if I wanted to run a sale this weekend, but I said, hey, I'm heading out of town. So I don't want to run a sale. If they sell, I probably wouldn't even be able to get them packaged up till I got home. So I told him no. But when I get back, I want to drop my price. I'd like to clear that stuff out. And actually, either that or I'm going to pull it from his website and um do something myself with them.
Yeah.
Not list them, but like some type of liquidation lot for people because I don't like to do clothes. I don't want to do clothes at all.
The only thing I like is jeans. Jeans and bathing suits. If it's anything else, I won't do it. Like
Mm.
shirts. No, not happening.
I'll do new with tags. That's pretty much the only thing I'm really doing is new with tags. So yeah, Diane mentioned that Mercari is doing a coupon. If you list a certain number of items this week, you'll get a coupon towards the purchase. I did get that email. I think if you list 10 items, you get $5. The more you list, the higher the dollar amount goes. I ended up doing that, I think it was a couple months ago, and I got to the point where I think I got it like maybe it was $20, but you had to spend 100, and
Oh,
I couldn't find $100 worth of something. I was even looking for like boxes or poly bags, just something worthwhile, but you had to spend $100. I was having a hard time. I said I would have been better off with the 5 off 20 than
yeah.
20 off
I
100.
think I had gotten one too, and I was like, you had to buy $50. I'm like, no.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
it's not bad if you're in the market for something already, but I don't know. I don't really like shopping on Mercari. I don't shop much on there. The only time I shop on Mercari is when I'm looking for something to flip onto eBay.
there you go. Yeah.
Because there's people, I mean, I don't know, I think people who go on Mercari are like real beginners, resellers, and a lot of them just don't know what they're doing, and they'll sell something for $2 with
With
free
free
shipping.
shipping.
And I'm like, I do $4.99 with a Mercari label to ship it. Like, how can there was I bought when the Washington Redskins dropped their name that morning. Like as soon as I heard it, I went on Mercari and I did a search for Washington Redskins and sorted by price and free shipping. And I ordered a ton of stuff to flip back on
Wow.
eBay. And I've sold quite a bit of it. And some of it I finally just got photographed and listed last week. And then some I got more to list this week. But I thankfully I took a gamble because I wasn't sure if eBay would not let us sell Washington Redskins stuff still. But I figured I would just put Washington football team in the title because that's what they're called now. I would just put that in the title, and hopefully people who are looking for Redskin stuffs would find it that way. But yeah, I'm not a fan of Mercari. I've been doing that cross list it, and I don't even know if I really want to continue. I mean, every now and then I'll get a sale here and there, but it seems to be too much time. It's just
Yeah,
more time than I prefer.
I'm cross posting all the things that I'm doing today, and you know, it's to the point where I don't know if I'm going to get any sales. Me, and for a while there, I was getting a lot of sales, and now for almost a month now, it's been nothing. So
That's how I feel. I was doing pretty good, and it was worth me cross posting, but I don't really get. And even with like I cross post to Poshmark, I think it's just more time to sit there and have to remember to deactivate something and all that kind of stuff. With Poshmark, there's no penalty if you end up canceling a sale. I don't know on Mercari if they charge you a fee or not. I mean, they make a note on your account.
Does Mercari, like after 4 months, do they deactivate your listings, your older listings, or
No,
okay,
no, because I got items that have been out there for a really, really long time.
okay.
I got Valentine's. I was selling Valentine's in January and February, and they're still listed.
They're still listed. Okay.
Yeah, so it's been at least 9 months. Yeah, I did go in at one point and actually deleted everything in my Mercari. I think maybe it was in January. I deleted everything and just started all over. They say that if something's out there for that's really long, you should just take it down and relist it, but that's time consuming. Same with Poshmark.
Yeah.
At least with Poshmark, if I just share it, nobody would know how long it's been sitting out there unless people have made comments on it.
Yeah.
And if I get a lot of comments on something, then I'll just go ahead and relist it. I used to. I shouldn't say I do. I don't do that now because I just don't even give them much time anymore.
Yeah. For as far as Poshmark is, you know, if I'm, you know, I have to take somebody to the drugstore or wherever, and I'm out in the car, I'll sit there and share all my stuff. You know, that's the only time I share. But I don't do it every day. I don't have the time to sit there and share. It's not happening.
I used to share all the time. When I first started, I shared multiple times throughout the day. But when you end up with like 200 listings, that's a long time to sit there and share everything.
Yeah.
And I didn't find that sharing really resulted in me getting more sales. I feel like taking advantage of the closet clear outs and doing the offers to likers, I feel like that helped more. But now I think just having good quality stuff in there is, you know, people, if I'm looking for a I don't know. I love Vera Bradley. So if I was looking for a new Vera Bradley crossbody purse, I would go in there and I would type in Vera Bradley crossbody, and like most of the time I know they want the triple zip or whatever. I would put that in, and it doesn't matter if it was just shared or not. Like I'll go down and there's times I'll look at something and I'll click on it and it was shared like 9 months ago. And I'm like, is the seller even still around? So I try and at least share once a month. Most of the time it's like Sunday mornings when I'm just sitting watching Meet the Press or whatever. I'll sit there and just share my closet. So I try and at least once a month do it, but I'd like to do it at least once a week. But yeah, but even that, my sales are so sporadic on there. Yeah, I find it odd though that all of a sudden I'll sell something or I'll get like I got an offer on something and the person I counter offered and they declined it, and then somebody else bought it like right away. I just find that so interesting. You hear that all the time, and it really is true. It happens. Or the way I have my stuff in my totes, I'll sell something that's in tote GG, and it will be an old item. And next thing I know, in the next like day, 24 hours, I'll sell 3 more things in GG that are old, that aren't even related to the item. And I'm just like, why all of a sudden are things selling in this one tote? It's just really weird. Yeah, so Maggie did say that sharing does bring your items up higher in search, and that is true. It does. If you keep your search like when I search for Vera Bradley, I usually will adjust the search and not by just shared. I'll do by price and we'll look at price. So I don't know how many other buyers will just look at whatever the default is. Same with best match on eBay. How many look at best match? I don't. I'll automatically search from low to high unless I'm looking for a book. Then I have found that it doesn't work out very good because people miscategorize their ebooks and put them as hardcover and paperback and stuff.
No.
Why do they call it hardcover and paperback? Like I always want to say softback because you got hardback and softback.
I think it could, well, I think it back in the early days, it was always a paperback book. So they stuck it with that. Now, you got the books that are a little bit bigger that are still paperback, but they're called trade paper.
Right. I never know what the difference is between a trade or they'll call it the mass.
The mass ones are
mass
the
media
really small ones. You know, they're about
whatever.
I don't have one near me. They're smaller, and the trade papers are a little bit bigger, but they're still paper. It's still a paperback, but one's a trade paper and the other one's the mass market paperback. I used to work at a bookstore. And if the cover is ripped off, you are not supposed to sell that. Even though I have seen that on eBay, you are not supposed to sell a book if the cover is ripped off.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Same with like magazines, because they'll rip the cover off of a magazine if it's an old issue. Just that's how they discard it. I don't know though. I would wonder under again the first sale doctrine if you'd be covered by being able to sell it, even if it's been ripped. Let's see. I went to click on this one too, and it popped over. I do like to offer when someone likes it. I'm choosier how often I do that. I don't want to race myself to the bottom. Yeah, I found that with Mercari, with Poshmark. I like to do when they have the closet clear out because if you lower it, then your buyer will get reduced shipping, but it stays at that price. So I prefer to do offer to a liker because not everybody, anybody new coming on is going to pay whatever I'm asking for it. I just hate this whole like back and forth. You got to play with the price and you got to make offers and you got to deal with this and that. And I know it's all part of the game. And I think that's what I like about Amazon. And, my Amazon price goes up and down, but it's all automated with my repricer. It's nothing I have to touch or do anything with. And
yeah.
Although I find it
I know you're cutting in and out. Right now you're out. You're out and frozen. She went on vacation. She's going on a very long vacation. What is a trade paperback? A trade paperback is bigger. I don't have any books near me. A trade paperback is a bigger book. Instead of the short paperback books, a trade paper is slightly bigger, but it's paper, a paper type book. That's a trade paper. And then you got the regular hardcover books, which I don't have any books near me. A trade paperback can also be called a soft cover. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. You back?
Oh my gosh, I'm so tired of my internet. So I did an internet speed this weekend and I sent it to the company and I was just like, what's up with this? And they said, are you hardwired in or on wireless? And I said wireless. I never heard back from them. So I just took a picture of my something went wrong screen. I'm gonna send that to them. And this that says Moose has no internet. I'm
Move.
so tired. Moose, that's the name of my router. And the thing is like, because I don't know if it says no internet. I'm assuming it's not my router. Uh-oh. Oh, I must be frozen. Oh, I got to refresh my YouTube screen. My YouTube ad, all of a sudden, it was just you on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Went on vacation.
It paused, so I had to refresh it to catch back up. Oh my gosh. Thankfully when it goes out like that, it's not for long, but I am so tired. I mean, if it is a new router, if they come back and say you just need to get a new router, then I'll just go buy a new router. But I just don't know if it's a router or not, because other people are complaining also on their Facebook page. So it can't just be my router if other people are complaining also.
Yeah.
I don't know. So what was I saying? Oh, Aurora. So they were saying that they are coming out with something new. I caught the end, but I got to go back and watch all of her. Jess Hill had the guy on, and he was talking about something. But they have under their integrations where you can connect. Okay, no, it's not there. Marketplaces. Yeah, so you can add a marketplace, and like I added Amazon, but when it says marketplace, they have an placeholder for eBay and one for Walmart, and that would be amazing. I don't know how that would work with having a repricer for eBay, but that would be really interesting if there was a way to figure out that at some point. I don't know. So I do have on September 22nd, I'm excited because I have Ashlyn Hayden, who is the insurance agency that I use to get my business insurance. And I put out a video last week talking about why it's important that you have business insurance. And she's going to come on and talk to everybody. And I'm really excited about it because she'll bring real life scenarios and what happens if you don't have, or what could happen if you don't have business insurance.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about having her come on. And I think I'd like to bring on the guy from Aurora. I'm going to see if he can come on. And I want to bring on the fellow from Inventory Labs, have him come on. I've seen him on a couple.
Yeah, I saw him on Paul's channel.
Yeah, that's where I saw him on Paul's. So I figured, Paul's not a huge channel like me, so maybe he would come on. I've been kind of hesitant on asking people to come on. I watched this gentleman. I don't know if anybody. It's a political thing, Officer Tatum, and I watch him, and he was doing this live show one night, and he was saying that somebody asked him to go on their channel, and he said, listen, if you're a small channel and you're just starting out, having me go on your channel is not going to help your channel until if your channel's at a certain level and then you have me come on, it'll be more beneficial than having me come on when you're like just starting out. And I can see that because I had on some pretty big names when I first started this channel. I had Jason T. Smith and Scott the Bearded Picker came on, and Jess Hill came on, and Michael the Thrifting Goomba, but he's about my size channel. But yeah, I interviewed them, and they have a big following, but it doesn't. I don't know. So he kind of said that. And so I've been kind of hesitant on asking certain people to come on just because I'm such a small channel. But I really want to bring the information to my viewers that are watching because there's some really good content on what they can bring and talk about.
Did you have Scott on?
I did.
Oh,
yep.
You did? Okay.
Yep.
I have to go back and look at that one because I missed it.
He said he was going to behave. He's like, yeah, I'm going to behave. And I'm like, oh, no behaving when you come on my channel.
Yeah.
You don't have to behave. I mean, my channel's all about being real and being who you really are. I mean, I try and tone myself down some, so I'm not, I try not to get into the political and all that kind of stuff. But I also want to, be me because there's some channels I watch and the people just don't seem real. Like they seem like they're acting for the camera, and that's not what I want.
Yeah, I know some people who do that.
So September 22nd, so it's a Tuesday, and it'll be at 3 o'clock if you want to put it on your calendar. I haven't set it up or anything in StreamYard yet or for YouTube. She asked, she actually wanted to do it on the 23rd, but I said, well, that's my birthday, and I'm not really sure where I'm going to be, so I didn't want to
At
put
what
myself
time?
down.
What time?
At 3 p.m. Eastern
Okay.
on the 22nd, on that Tuesday. Yeah, she'll be really. I heard her. She spoke on Jason's channel, Jason T. Smith's channel, and that's how I heard. And at the time, I was, a pretty small seller, and she was giving some scenarios, and I thought, you know what? I really probably ought to look, at least find out what the price is, because
That's probably where I heard her from because I watch him.
yeah, you probably because he had her on at one point, and she was. So I said, okay, it doesn't cost anything to get a quote, so I'll find out how much it's going to cost. And I think I may have told this story on here before, but they gave me my quote, and I was like, okay, I think it was like a little over $1,000, like maybe $1,100, something like that. It wasn't much over 1,000, but they put my wrong address, so I had them update my address. And when she updated, it wasn't her, it was her assistant or somebody who works for her. When they updated the address, because I think they had me in as like Wyoming or something like that. And it came back with a lower rate because they say it's all really is dependent upon where you live. And I was like, wow, who would have thought that like a place like Wyoming would be more expensive than New York? You think New York
Yeah.
would be one of the most expensive. So the rate went down. I think I only pay like $700 now a year, which I'll tell you, I sleep so much better knowing that if I was to get sued, my insurance will kick in and cover the legal cost and all that kind of stuff. Like that just makes me feel so much better because I sell everything. I sell toys that kids could get choke on. I sell, I mean, we put warnings on bags for kids not to parents not to put them in playpens and stuff. But even with a warning on it, if a kid got a hold of a bag and suffocated, who do you think they're going to go after? Even if you have a warning on it, even if you end up winning, you still got to pay to fight that battle. And
Even if the warning is there, you still get
yeah,
nailed.
they could still sue you. They probably wouldn't win, but you
Oh,
still would have to fight it, and that's legal costs just to even fight it.
okay.
So I'm like, I'm not even going to take a chance. So I'm happy. And if my house burnt down, all of this that I have is not covered under my house insurance because I don't claim a business on my house insurance. It's normal house stuff. And they were saying how, that won't be covered. Or if I was in a car accident and somebody rear-ended me and it smashed up all the stuff in the back, and the other day I had over $1,000 worth of money I spent on sourcing in the back of my car, and if that got damaged, it wouldn't be covered under my car insurance.
Wow.
So I thought, okay, that makes, that just to have all of that covering me is good. And there was other things in my policy, um, not even like liability wise, but for the $700, it covered other stuff. Like besides this burning, if one of my areas is I have my washer and dryer is right above one section. If for some reason that started leaking and it damaged a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to think. Oh, it even covered like, even though I don't have employees, there was something on there for employees, but I know it would have cost more if I actually had employees, but there was something on there like if somebody was actually here helping me type of thing. So I don't know. There was just other stuff on it. It's just interesting listening to her talk about all the things that could happen, and again, real life stories is and it kind of opens your eyes and you're like, oh, I didn't even think of that. Like, doing all those sourcing trips, I never realized that if I was to get in an accident and rolled my car, that all that stuff in there wouldn't be covered.
Hmm.
So Chris wants to know if I'll be making any sourcing stops on your trip. So I'm not. My husband really wanted me to bring a couple totes, and he's got in the back of his Jeep, we took the back seat out, and he just has a two-door Jeep, and he put this shelf thing recently in the back that he ordered. And he's like, hey, you got room for, a tote on each side, one tote for all my labels and all that stuff. And he wanted to actually go and sit there and start um, He wanted to have me source and ship from the road, but I mean, we just don't have time. We just don't have time. We have
How about
such
when you
a tight schedule.
how about when you come back? You stop, in a town or two on the way back,
Yeah, we did that we did that before. So last year we took a couple weeks and we went down to West Virginia and Tennessee, and we came back through Ohio. I stopped and met one of my reselling friends for the first time. It was great, Dave, who's never in my chat. I need to give him a hard time now that he's quit his job and he's working full time now reselling. He has time to come into my chat. But yes, I got to meet him in person and we had lunch with him. And then after that, we stopped because I had some Kohl's cash I had to use. So we went to Kohl's and I did some sourcing and filled up the back of his car for on the way home. So that is our plan because whatever, if I was to source, like if I happened upon something or I heard about some really like hot selling or whatever item, I mean, I could stop and buy stuff and do whatever. And we'll have room. But the problem is when we hit the trails, we have to empty everything out. Like everything that's in the back, we take out because I wouldn't want that like bouncing around and whatever.
no.
So
Bounce right out.
we have to take that all out and put it in the room, and then I would have to load it back all into the car and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, on the way home, we may possibly do it. It really depends on the time frame and if I'm at the point of like I just want to get home because that's usually what I'm at. Like the last couple of days, I'm like, okay, let's just go.
Because I know there's a place just outside of sort of on the north side of Kansas City that's sort of like a bargain place.
Oh
They have
yeah, and I've been
deep.
I've been watching the family flips, and they go to Springfield, Missouri, which is where we're going to be for one of the day. Well, we're going to be like to the east of it, but we're going to spend the night in Springfield because there's nowhere else. And they've been getting their inventory, their pallets, liquidation pallets from a place there, and I'm like, oh, I would love to go and check it out and see. And but yeah, I just don't. I mean, you literally heard me say like one day we're off-roading, next day we're traveling, off-roading, traveling. Like there's just not a lot of time.
Yeah.
And I
And
already said this meeting
there's a pallet place out in Buffalo. That's probably be the closest for you, if you are home, to go out to Buffalo. There's a place out there for pallets. And Syracuse doesn't have any place. Rochester doesn't have any that I know of.
well, I think there is in Syracuse because I was looking, trying to think of what's the name of that pallet place. One of my friends mentioned it to me, and I think it is possibly Target liquidation there.
Oh.
And oh, I'll have to remember the name of it and I'll let you know. But there is, and I've gone and I've looked, but their pallets are in the thousands of dollars. Like they're not like any of the smaller $200-300 pallets. And
yeah, the $200 one is over in Buffalo.
With my space, I don't want $1,000 pallet. I just don't have the room for it.
Yeah.
I thought about it because I was doing the 888 lots. I was doing some of their liquidation boxes, and I feel really happy with what I've gotten from them. And I think now, I mean, I wish you guys could see my space and what it looked like before and what it looks like now. Like you wouldn't believe the amount of work I've put in. Like it's been crazy. I've been so busy. I've gotten so much done, and it just makes me feel like I can breathe. And I've been talking about doing some type of auctions and stuff. Now I literally have the space where I can like organize stuff and think about what I want to do now. I can order liquidation stuff again. I have the space to put it where I just didn't. Like I don't even know if you can. I turn this. All right, see,
yeah. Wow.
See, you can see my floor right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could not see my floor, and you couldn't even really walk through here. And like all of this is all cleaned out.
Wow.
This stuff right here is stuff that I took pictures of. So this all needs to go on eBay. And then, hold on, let me turn like this. So this tote right here, and there's another one on the other side of it. That is all pictures I took of stuff that needs to go on eBay.
Wow.
I mean, it's just, It is really, really crazy. I mean, I'm just like floored. I told my husband, I'm like, you got to come down and see how clean my space is. It's just, I just got so much done. I feel so good, so good. And then today I just did this, but I told him, I said, I'll be done at 1, which it's 1 o'clock now. I got to get upstairs. I got to figure out when I'm going to pack because we don't have a lot of room for luggage. So I'm only allowed to pack for 3 to 4 days, and then we're gonna have to do laundry at
Yeah.
our hotel each night. We'll do laundry. Um, but I have to also get my house cleaned up because now I have my in-laws coming to babysit the cats. So I need to just make sure that their room is clean and the bed that my father-in-law, the bedroom I should say, that my father-in-law sleeps in, because he sleeps in a recliner in the bedroom because he can't sleep in a bed
Okay.
because of his back. He used to sleep in my living room, but I get up at like 4:35. Like this morning I was up at 4:15. And I said, I hate that I have to just lay in bed and wait for him to wake up because he used to sleep in my living room. And I finally just said, that recliner is going to go in that bedroom and he can sleep in the bedroom. So that's what we've been doing. But I think the cat may be sleeping on his chair, so I got to go and de-hair his chair.
Oh no.
I know. We normally the bedroom door is shut, but I went in there and grabbed some stuff for my son moving into his apartment last week, and I neglected to shut the door behind me, and it's been open for the last week, and I've seen him come out of the room a couple times, so I know he's been in there. So now I'm like, I got to go in and de-hair it. So
Put a sheet over it.
I do have I have a beach blanket or a beach towel that covers it, but sometimes it still gets up like on the back or on the
On the
arms
back.
or
Yeah.
yeah. So I just got to go in there and clean it off and stuff. But oh well. So all right, well I'm gonna get going then because I got to get that done and then get myself packed. Go through a checklist. I think I might bring the GoPro, so I'm gonna bring that. I'm thinking about maybe doing a live broadcast from my phone. We'll be traveling from Missouri to Indiana. So if I have a good, strong cell service, I might still go live next Monday because I feel bad that I haven't gone live in the
You'll
last
go
couple of.
live on your trail.
Well, I'm definitely going to be taking some videos.
Go down.
I'm going to be taking videos on the trail. I just got a text from Kohl's. No Kohl's Cash. Um, we're definitely because I'm going to be putting it on our 100 Acre Wood channel. So I'll be putting some Jeep stuff on there because that's our land in the Jeep is what we put there. So will be doing that at some point. Whether I do it on the trail, I don't know. Tony's like, we should go live on Facebook, and so we'll see. I'm actually going to be trying to take a break from Facebook because for anybody who's my friend, you may have seen my post I put up the other day. I've just been like really struggling with Facebook, my personal page, and I just don't even want to be on it and
Oh, the
see things.
personal page. You mean, so it's not the Amazon selling page.
Right. Yeah, because I made a comment about reselling. No, that was one of my friends made a post about something to do with reselling. Um, she's just getting started into it, selling some masks. And I had made a comment, and then a friend made a comment, and then I made another comment showing some stats of eBay that 21,000, if in case anybody didn't know, over 21,000 homemade face masks have been sold on eBay in the last 90 days. So I mentioned that just to let her know that, hey, you should look at selling on eBay, not just Mercari, because she's listed on Mercari for the first time. I think it was on Saturday. And somebody bought that listing that she had posted. And she's like, oh, I got to get another one up because people were like, oh, I'll buy from you, but that one's sold out. There's no other listing. And I said, hey, if you list on eBay, you can list, say you got 20 of them. You don't have to do on Mercari. You can only do a quantity of one.
Yeah.
And yeah, so somebody had made a comment, and the comment just didn't sit right with me. And I was just like, I just wanted to say, listen, you dumb shits. I've been reselling. This is my full-time job. I know what I'm talking about. And so I was just really, and this one person who made a comment, and she doesn't watch my channel because she's not a reseller, but I don't know, maybe she'll watch to see if I talk about her. But she make every time I make any comment, she makes a comment on any of our mutual friends pages, and it's always a disagreeing comment with me, and it just got to the point where yes, on I guess Saturday was like that straw that breaks a camel's back, and I was just like, okay, I'm just done with it. And I don't like it because she's my best friend, and I don't like that it's interfering with friendships, and it's gotten to the point where that's where I'm thinking, and I don't want that. So I'm like, I just want a break, which I found funny because I made that post, and then people were really trashing. They're like, oh, they're a troll and whatever else, and she didn't like that people were calling her a troll, but I didn't want to say who it was on my Facebook page. Um, but people were assuming it was something different than what it really was. Whatever.
Yeah,
So
I was gonna say you can defriend your friend on Facebook.
yeah, I don't want to do that, but I did hear recently that you can like mute somebody for a month.
Yep, I've
I
done
had
that. You can hide
Yeah,
them.
I've never heard of that. So I
Oh
thought
yeah,
about doing that.
yeah.
And then so I was on my phone after posting that. So Sunday morning, yesterday morning, I got a thing from Facebook when I went on. It was like a attention, whatever. They're doing some survey, and part of the survey, they would pay you $30. But part of the survey was that you had to give up your Facebook page for the next 6 weeks.
Oh
I
no.
know. And I was
Uh-uh.
like, well, I can't. I said, well, I mean, if I just had Facebook personal, then yeah, but I mean, I run a page, and I have all this other stuff. So I was like, no, I can't give it up because I got my Yellow Brick Road Facebook group, and like I still want to be part of my groups and all that. It's just the personal stuff, just the family and friends and bickering and just difference of opinion. Like I just don't want to see my friends and family. Isn't that horrible to say though? But so I was like, no. But I said no, I wasn't interested in that. And then it said, well, what if you didn't have to give up Facebook, but you just still answered the surveys? It was all political questions. And I was like, sure. I mean, you still get paid $30 to answer some questions. I don't mind doing that. So I did sign up, but I thought how interesting that Facebook asked me to give up Facebook after I was saying I wanted to give up Facebook. And
Oh,
they were going to pay me to give up Facebook. No, that's kind of odd.
that was
I don't
weird.
know. I don't know. But all right. So I really should get going. But Thomas did say don't let other people bring you down, Tamara. I'm on your Facebook page, your Discord channel, and you definitely have really good advice that I myself am following. Thanks, Thomas. I appreciate it. Yeah, those groups I don't mind. It's all of that stuff I don't mind. It's just my personal stuff. And of course I said I'm gonna take a break from Facebook, but then I find myself reposting crap the other day. Honestly, I kind of was doing it just to piss people off. I get like that. I get vindictive at times. It's not the best side of me, but sometimes I'll do that. And yeah. So on that note,
Well, you
I
have a
should get
good
going.
trip, and I expect to see some videos
I
going
will.
going down some riverbeds.
Yeah, it'll be good just for us to reconnect and have some time just to let loose, especially to be refreshed and rejuvenated before I get back and jump right into quarter 4 because I know it's just gonna start to pick up and things are just gonna be crazy and I'm just gonna be crazy busy because I'm gonna make myself crazy busy so I can have a really, really good quarter 4. And yeah, so that'll be good. But yeah, I'll be doing some videos. So just make sure you have that notification turned on and all that because I'll probably not use StreamYard, so you won't even get a warning I'm going to go live. It'll just be I've gone live. So if you don't have that
Yeah.
notification and stuff on, people won't realize. But yeah, maybe I'll go live and I'll do a little thing just to show y'all what I'm up to and what I'm doing. Especially when we get stuck and my husband's out up to his waist in mud or something. I'll make sure I show you guys that how I'm
Over.
We got these new harnesses now, instead of a seatbelt. I mean, we still have the seatbelt for when we're doing normal driving, but we now have harnesses that will keep me in if we flip over or anything. But honestly, the bouncing around and the seatbelt cutting across my neck was too much. That because when you hold it away, because I have to like hold it away, and when you're in the Jeep, it locks in so much that it was really becoming a pain in the rear. So now we have like a harness that we will actually we'll get in and strap ourselves in and everything else. So the only thing is you got to pull on the latch really, really hard to get yourself unlatched. And I said, I got to go to the bathroom. This is a challenge to get done. If it's an emergency, this is a challenge to get me out of it. But I guess it's got some quick release. But it's new. I think it just needs to be like worked a little bit to loosen it because it's pretty tight to get it undone. But yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be nice just to get out and see the countryside and sweat my tush off down in the south. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have fun.
Yeah. So all right, I'll see you guys hopefully next Monday or when I go live on the trails. But I do have a scavenger hunt video I've already recorded and uploaded, so that'll go live on Thursday. So make sure you guys check that out. And I also did the one for next Thursday, which is awesome. Like the topic, I was floored myself when I started looking at the solds and how much some things are selling for. So make sure you check those out also.
Okay.
All right. Talk to you later, Donna.
Okay, will do.
All right. Bye,
Yeah.
guys.